All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are putting on our digital detective hats because we're tackling what is honestly one of the most notoriously annoying tickets in any sysadmin's queue. We're talking about troubleshooting Active Directory account lockouts. If you manage an IT environment, you already know that sinking feeling when this particular issue pops up. But today, we're going to break down a structured, step-by-step approach to solving it once and for all. So let's dive right in.
Man, is there any question more frustrating than this one? It's the classic situation every IT admin faces. An end user calls the help desk, completely blocked from working. You unlock their account, tell them they're good to go, and then, literally 5 minutes later, the phone rings again. They're locked out. Again. It feels like this infinite loop you just can't escape. But trust me, there is a method to the madness, and it all starts with understanding exactly what's happening under the hood.
So, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The account lockout mystery. 2. Finding the source. 3. Hunting hidden credentials. 4. Key event IDs explained. And finally, number 5. Nailing the interview answer. Section 1. The account lockout mystery. Understanding the threat.
Let's start by defining the actual threat here. A frequent account lockout usually happens when an old or incorrect password is repeatedly sent to Active Directory. Now, notice what that implies. Despite what the user swears up and down on the phone, they rarely type their password wrong 50 times in a row. The true culprit is almost always automated. It's a device, a background service, an application, or a scheduled task that is just blindly firing stale credentials at the directory. Understanding this completely shifts our perspective, right? We move from blaming the user to hunting down that rogue machine or process.
Section 2. Finding the source. Following the digital breadcrumbs.
To find the source, you need a very strict order of operations. First up, identify the locked account in Active Directory Users and Computers, or ADUC. Here, you really want to confirm the exact username and the precise lockout time. Once you've got that, step 2 is to check the security event log, specifically on your domain controllers, because, well, that's where the lockout was processed. And then comes step 3, the absolute golden ticket. Find event ID 4740. This signifies a user account was locked out. Why is this specific event so crucial? Because it contains the caller computer name. Finding that specific computer name is literally like finding ground zero of our investigation. It tells us exactly which machine is firing those bad passwords.
Now, obviously, scrolling through massive domain controller security logs manually can take forever. Nobody has time for that. This is exactly where PowerShell becomes your best friend. By running this get-win-event cheat code and filtering the hash table for the security log and event ID 4740, you can instantly search for that specific lockout event. It completely bypasses that clunky event viewer interface and gets you that caller computer name in seconds.
Section 3. Hunting hidden credentials. Tracking down the culprit.
Okay, you have the machine name, but where exactly is that stale password hiding? You need to systematically interrogate the usual suspects. It could be saved on Windows laptops, desktops, or even mobile devices. You've got to look closely at network connections. Think VPN clients and Wi-Fi authentication. Oh, and disconnected RDP sessions? Those are a massive offender. Don't forget to check Outlook and Office applications either. And hey, if it's a server, you absolutely must investigate IIS application pools, SQL services, backup software, monitoring tools, or even custom scripts. Literally, any of these could be holding on to an old password and trying to authenticate over and over again.
For the most common offender, which is usually a user's workstation, your very first stop should be the Credential Manager. Here's your quick attack path. Open the Control Panel. Next, select Credential Manager. Then, click over to Windows Credentials. Finally, just look for anything related to your domain or Exchange server, remove those outdated credentials, and then test it again. Honestly, clearing this cache solves a massive percentage of these mysteries right off the bat.
But wait, what if it's not in the Credential Manager? Well, we need to check a couple of other critical hiding spots. First, check for mapped drives. You can use the command line tool netuse to hunt these down, and the command netuse*/delete to violently clear out any stale connections that might be caching old credentials. Now, contrast that with scheduled tasks and services. An old password stored in a Windows service or a scheduled task is a super common cause, especially on servers. For these, you'll want to check the services.msc and taskshed.msc management consoles. Keep in mind, these background processes run silently. They're just constantly hitting the domain controller with bad passwords until they finally lock the account.
Section 4. Key event IDs explained. Consider this your decoder ring. We've already talked about our primary target, event ID 4740, which explicitly means a user account was locked out. But there are some other really crucial pieces to this puzzle. Event 4625 represents a failed logon. Event 4771 tells us Kerbero's pre-authentication failed. And event 4776 means the domain controller attempted to validate credentials. Correlating these 4 specific event IDs together, that gives you the complete picture. When you see a 4740 lockout event, cross-referencing it with the failed logon attempts and Kerbero's failures that led up to it confirms exactly how and why the directory finally slammed the door shut on that account.
And to fully understand why that door slammed shut, you really need to know the baseline rules of your specific environment. You can verify your actual account lockout policy by navigating through Group Policy, from computer configuration down to Windows settings, into security settings, then account policies, and finally account lockout policy. Checking this tells you exactly how many bad attempts trigger a lockout and how long that lockout lasts. Knowing this baseline is absolutely vital for any troubleshooting effort.
Section 5. Nailing the interview answer. Proving your expertise.
So if a hiring manager ever asks you how you handle frequent lockouts, this is exactly the response they want to hear. You say, for frequent account lockouts, I first check event ID 4740 on the domain controllers to identify the caller computer name. Then, I investigate that machine for cached credentials, mapped drives, scheduled tasks, services, applications, VPN connections, and old sessions. I also correlate event IDs 4625, 4771, and 4776 to determine the authentication failure source.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer. Are you ready to crack the case in your next technical interview? You now have the blueprint to transform a frustrating, repeating help desk ticket into a highly structured, solvable investigation. The next time a user complains about constant lockouts, just ask yourself, what is the caller computer name trying to tell you? And which hidden service is holding on to the past? But even more importantly, once you master tracking these authentication failures, what other security mysteries are your event logs just waiting to reveal?